What's up, brother? Taylor here again, and in this video I want to talk about why you should not retain your semen for too long, how long you should retain it for, and at the end of this video I'm going to tell you how you can have an ejaculatory orgasm that actually gives you all kinds of benefits and does not deplete you, and that can be part of a healthy semen retention practice. First things first though, it's important to understand that if you do retain your semen for too long, you can actually hurt yourself and you can decrease the amount of success you experience in life. Key to understanding this is understanding the two different categories of benefits of semen retention. Number one is the physiological benefits of semen retention, things like improved testosterone levels, androgen receptors, your neurochemicals like dopamine, serotonin, cortisol levels, and prolactin. Over here we have the improved psychological benefits of semen retention, things like willpower, mental clarity, emotional fortitude, self-confidence, all this stuff. Yes, everything is related, but these two different categories operate on sort of two different timelines. For example, the physiological timeline, yes, will improve, and then it will just plateau. After 21 days-ish, according to the research, you don't really experience infinite growth benefits from semen retention anymore. Now, you will be at a new higher level of functioning that will allow you to do all kinds of other good things in your life, but you're not going to keep going. Contrast that with the psychological benefits, which some people say can just infinitely improve and go for hundreds of days. But in practice and reality, most people plateau with the psychological benefits. And in fact, most guys actually start to go down after a certain period of time and it starts to hurt them. And I get a lot of questions about this in my email. Guys asking, Taylor, I've been retaining for 60 days or 90 days. Why don't I feel the benefits anymore? Why am I starting to feel distracted or frustrated or hyper-focused on sex? And it's because it takes an insane amount of practice to actually integrate that buildup once you pass 30 days. You've got to be doing Qigong every day, yoga every day, visualization, breath work, some sort of practice all the time to be able to actually harness that and integrate it. And I think it's actually better to go in a cycle of retaining for however long is your ideal frequency and then ejaculating with intention. And another big problem with this is a lot of guys in the nofap and the semen retention world, they see and have associated ejaculation with bad and negative impacts on their life. And even using the word relapse in association to ejaculation, that is a big problem to me, because ejaculation is amazing. It's this biological experience that's highly pleasurable and comes with a whole list of benefits for your entire system. And if we start to demonize this, we're demonizing a really important part of our pleasure. I think that's a problem. It's really important to understand where this practice of semen retention actually came from, which is wisdom traditions that have been passed down from generation to generation to generation over a long period of time. And these different traditions like Taoist sexuality, yogic sexuality, tantric sexuality, they all see sex and pleasure as something that you should embrace and breathe into your body instead of pushing away and avoiding. And part of that, yes, is being intentional with how frequently you ejaculate. And they say that excess ejaculations will actually drain your life force and your ability to be happy and successful. And I believe this, and this is why we're seeing semen retention and nofap explode all over the internet these days. But most of these systems also still see ejaculation as a highly important part of this practice, and because of all the benefits. Some traditions even come out with a certain timeline that you should retain your semen for, and then you should ejaculate. Taoist sexuality has a great one of these, for example, and it's generalized, but I'm 37 and my general timeline is once every 10 to 14 days. If you're in your 20s, it could be in the 7 to 8 day range. If you're in your early 20s, it might be even less than that. And if you're above 50, it's going to be extended more. I'm on day 12 right now without ejaculation, and I'm probably going to go to day 14 because I have a big musical performance tomorrow night, and I know that if I were to ejaculate today, I would not be as on point for that, and I need to be because I'm part of the main musical act. And so I'm probably going to wait till day 14 or day 15. And when I do have an ejaculatory orgasm, it's not going to deplete me, because here's how. I'm going to go into that experience knowing that I'm going to have an ejaculatory orgasm. In the sexual experience, I'm going to choose intentionally when that happens, and then I'm going to go into it and fully experience it with pleasure and joy and sound and connection with my partner. And then here's the thing. I'm just going to lay there afterwards and relax for 10 to 15 minutes and let the benefits of that ejaculatory orgasm sink into my system, sink deep into my cells and bones. There's a release that happens there. There's a magic that happens there. And if you really pause and notice and tune in, you can feel it. The problem is when a lot of guys will just get up really quickly and they'll interrupt that process that needs to happen by starting to accomplish tasks and starting to do things. You really need to lay there for 10 to 15 minutes and let that cycle complete itself. And you'll notice that if you do that, somewhere around the 10-15 minute mark, you're going to start feeling refreshed and there's going to be a revitalizing energy that starts to come into your body. And this is the magic of ejaculation. And this is how it can be complementary to a semen retention practice. You retain, you get all these benefits, then you ejaculate. Yes, some things happen to your neurochemistry and your hormones, but if you lay there and enjoy the experience of ejaculation and allow it to resource yourself, you're not going to have that tank that a lot of guys do when they just ejaculate and get up and start doing stuff. So if you want to try the practice of semen retention in an integrative, healthy way, I have a free 7-day challenge that I'll link to in the description. And I also recommend that every guy try going for 30 days without ejaculating at some point in their life. Here's a video where I talk about the benefits of that. It's the most popular video I've ever created. Check it out. It'll be worth your time. I'll see you there.